I've gained so much from the newness that comes with me stepping outside of my comfort zone. And here's what I've learned, guys. I don't have to be perfect, and I'm going to break down some of the lessons I've learned. I don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. As an entrepreneur, as an introvert, or however you define yourself, you don't have to be perfect. When you're putting yourself out there, you don't have to be perfect. You know what you need to do? You need to be you. You need to be you. And so for me, when I decided to step in front of the camera, here's what I decided to be: me. I love to share knowledge. I love to share what I know with others. So before I started coming on YouTube and sharing videos and sitting in front of the camera, I spent a lot of time and hours helping friends with Canva, helping friends to set up their social media, helping friends to design graphics, helping friends to create their website, giving them tips, giving them strategies on how to build their business online, how to show up online, how to monetize their skills. So those are the things I was doing before I came on camera. And so the only difference now is that you are getting like a one-on-one with me. So normally it would be my friends. No, I'm exposing myself to a wider audience, right? And so it's the same for you. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to claim that you're an expert. What you need to know is to share what you know really well. And I'm going to dive into that in a few. And here's another lesson: it's okay to fail and learn from it. And like I said, see, I fumbled just now, right? And so like I said, you will fail. It's a part of life. You won't always win. You will have moments where you struggle and you fumble over your words and you mess up, but that's totally okay, right? So just learn from it, always assess and keep moving forward. A few weeks ago, I did a live on Instagram, and that was my first live, like in terms of sharing my knowledge, and I literally felt like it was the worst. The way how I felt like it was the worst, after the live ended, I deleted it. But I downloaded it first and then I deleted that video because I was like, no one can see me like fumbling and rambling and all like that. So I deleted it, right? So that was one area in which I think I failed, or believe I failed. But what I did after was that I reached out to persons who I knew watched the live and asked them, hey, what did you take away from this? What is it that you think I could have improved? And I got really good feedback on things I could have improved. I talked about that as well in a previous video. So, those are the things you have to be mindful of. It's okay to fail, but you can always assess, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Here's another lesson. People are waiting on you to share what you know so that they too can make that leap. When you hold back yourself inadvertently, you're holding back someone else who wants to learn from you. And I strongly believe this: when you hold back yourself, you are holding back someone who can literally learn from you. So for me, you can imagine if I was just keeping all the Canva knowledge to myself and all the knowledge I have about building online presence to myself, literally persons would be learning how to do new things in Canva or how to utilize Canva, right? And so because I challenged myself to step from behind the scenes and in front of the camera, more persons are learning from me. More persons are understanding how they can better utilize Canva and get value for their money and position themselves online and reach their audience and target their audience, right? So if there's something that don't just sit on it. Don't just dwell on the fact that, oh, I'm so fearful, I'm not good at camera. Remove those limits. If that's something you're struggling with, pray about it. Ask God to just show you how you can break free from the limits. Ask God to help you to push beyond the barriers and keep moving. So that's something. And if you even want to reach out to me and ask me how I did it, feel free to. If you want me to guide you on little tips and with just some tips and advice on how to start moving, feel free to reach out to me, right? I'm very accessible, and one of the things I'm passionate about, like I've been sharing, is that I like to help and I like to share my knowledge, right? So, and this is my last point, which is it's okay not to know everything, but you should know your thing and share that thing with the world. So this is a big part of, even, on the topic of feeling like you have to show up as an expert. You don't have to show up as an expert. You just need to show up sharing what you know really well. I spoke about that as well in terms of on my content on building your online presence as a business owner. So, I really decided to sit down and share this because, one, I see far too many entrepreneurs, brilliant entrepreneurs, or just brilliant people who are sitting on their potential. I see far too many people sitting and holding back themselves. And so I know what that was like and what that looked like for me and how it was limiting me and my growth. And so I say, you know what? I need to talk about this. I need to share my own struggles, where I'm coming from, where I am now, and how you can make that step forward in your own life.